Hello, good afternoon to absolutely every single one of you. Let me bring some people in on today. Now, it looks like there's some little new stuff here on Facebook. Add a friend. Okay, let me tag people. How are you this morning? I hope that you're doing absolutely fantastic. This is Antoinette Marie Speaks. I hope that your day is going absolutely well, that everything that you put your hand to, that it is prospering right now. So I'm sending really, really great sending really great energy towards you. If you need a scripture, the Bible says that, think on things that are great, think on things that are beautiful. And so I am sending all that beauty to you on today. What I also want to let you know is it is cold here. It's cold. It's cold and it's extremely windy. Hey, Brandy Johnson. And it's extremely windy, but I hope that everything that you put your hand to, that it prospers, that it does very, very well. So, hey, Carrie. So, as we go about our day, and I'm only going to be on here a little bit, so some of you will just have to catch the replay on this. So, yesterday I had an interesting experience on yesterday. And sometimes when you have decided for yourself that you were going to, when you decided for yourself that you're going to let people go or let a situation just dissolve. I won't necessarily say even let people go, but I will say just to dissolve a situation and something kind of pops back up, right? There comes a time where you have to decide, is where I'm going more important than the hurt? Come on today. I am so grateful that we have the capability to decide within ourselves that we're going to let it go versus keeping it alive. Because when you don't let things go or don't let things diminish or don't let things die, you keep it alive, right? It's either alive or it's dead. It can't be in between. It can't be in between. And so yesterday, I had this moment where something had arisen. I thought that thing was just dead, and I can't raise stuff up from the dead, but something happened, right? And so this taught me that I had an option, and my option was to, for now on, to finally say, listen, let me kill that thing, right? Some things in your life, beloved, you're going to have to kill it. You're going to have to dismantle it. You're going to have to tear it up in order for you to not continue to allow energy to go towards something that is no longer serving you. And so as God Most High was having this really beautiful conversation to me, and pretty much like what I'm saying to you right now, this is the greatness of God, is that he's so gentle with us. He is. He's so gentle with us. And I'm so appreciative that he doesn't come and, argue, and he doesn't come and beat me over the head. We beat ourselves over the head. God doesn't do that. Other people will try to. And those people you have to, again, I'm going to say, dismantle from your life. But I want to say this to you, and I wrote this down actually. When you hold on to your history, to the pain, to the hurt, to the inaccuracies, to anything that no longer serves you, when you hold on to those particular things, you do it at an expense of your future, of your destiny, of your children's, potentially even your children's destiny, even your children's future, even their outlook. Because this is also what I know for sure. As a parent, you may say that you're done with a thing, but you have been a tyrant in certain things and your children have heard you. And you done with it. You done prayed and, oh Lord, you done did all that, but your children have heard. So you have mended yourself with the situation, or you have mended yourself from the person or with the person, right? Or the situation. But yet your children heard in the background how upset you were about this person, how mad and angry you are because this person did this to you, or they didn't talk to you the right way, or whatever the it is. Beloved, you get to decide on what that it is. Everybody has an it. Every single person has an it. So you get to decide on what your life, your destiny, your history, your legacy, your adventure is going to look like. No longer can we blame other people for what's happening in our life, because you know what? We have a choice to make. You have a choice to make. And if somebody did something that you don't like, confront that thing. Now, I said the thing. You don't always, or sometimes you can't always confront the person. Maybe they have passed over, they're deceased, or they're in a different country, or they're in a different state, or you just don't want to. How about that? It's okay to just say, I just don't want to. But if you have enough strength in yourself to say, you know what? I can't get to that person. I don't want to get to that person. But I know within myself, I have to let this go. And there are going to be times in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that it's going to hurt to even let it go. Because we have given so much of ourselves, so much energy to a negative thing, that sometimes we just want to hold on to the past. We just want to hold on to negative history. We want to hold on to it. And I'm here to let you know, anything that does not serve you, release it, let it go. What that does for you is that it emancipates you. It doesn't necessarily have to do anything else for anyone else, right? It doesn't. So I want you, when you have those times and those things come to your head, and sometimes things come out of the blue. Sometimes those things will come because you smelt somebody's perfume. And then all of a sudden you'll have a trigger. And you're like, oh man, I remember when. Don't do that. Don't do that, beloved. Don't do it at all. So I want to say today to stop energizing your history of past hurt, past pain, past disappointment, past divorce, past breakup relationship. Don't give that energy. This is what you do. And I want you to think about this. Did you know that it takes more energy and more strength for you to forgive someone? And I know I've heard a lot of times people say, oh, you forgave that person. Oh, you weak. Listen. Lean in. You are not weak because you forgave her. You're not weak because you forgave him. You're not weak because you forgave them. Maybe you are strong because you forgave. You are strong because you forgave. And you know what? You're actually even stronger because you forgave yourself. See, that's the hardest thing for us to do. Sometimes it's easy for us to forgive others in words, but it's even harder for us to forgive ourselves. So I just want to say to you today, don't be so hard on yourself. You are great. You are divine. God has created you to do fantastic and fabulous things. We're always giving other people a break. It's time for you to give yourself a break. It's time for you to relinquish that negativity that would try to permeate in your life. It's time for you to say, you know what? My history will not dictate my destiny. It's time, beloved. It really is. It really is time for us to just say, you know what? And as I can say, it's time for us to level up. It really is. I want to say this too, and this was one of the points I wrote down. When you forgive someone, it never justifies the behavior. It doesn't justify their behavior. What it does is it allows for you to see the greatness within yourself. It allows for you to say, I am fantastic, I am strong. It also says that you love yourself. It says that you love yourself when you say, you know what, I'm not even going to trip about this stuff anymore. You know what you did wrong by me. You know that you did wrong by me. And once you've had that conversation with yourself first, the rest of it, you have the capacity to let it go. I never said you're going to forget it. And honestly, I don't think God Most High wants us to forgive it, to forget it. Because we can't forget it, but we can forgive. And the forgiveness, beloved, is for you. It's not for anyone else. You see, I don't want you to be doing great and mighty things, and then all of a sudden you get hijacked by past memory. I don't want you to go through that. And then every single thing that is in your alignment gets tweaked off because now you are in an emotional state of mind that has caused you to stop driving. Because you got things to do. We got stuff to do, y'all. We got a whole lot of things to do in this world. So I want to say this to you. Your history is not stronger than you. Your past failures, they're not stronger than you. The negativity, it's not stronger than you. The relationship that you had when you knew that you were already married, come on, baby, it's not stronger than you. That past history, y'all know Antoinette Marie Speaks, we come for real here. I'm not here to quote you some quotes and just be like, oh, okay. No. I'm here because God has sent me here to be the access for many of you. So anything, whatever it is, you let that it know, listen, this happened, but my history will not dictate my destiny for myself, for my children, for my company, for my business, for my nonprofit. It shall not dictate how my success is going to go. And once you decide that, and sometimes you may have to put your hand on your hip. Sometimes you may have to roll your neck. If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. Right? If I had held on to like my pain, if I had held on to being a child called blacking girl, called spot, called all kinds of things. You stuttered, you shut up, just don't say nothing. You ain't gonna never be nothing. If I had held on to all of that, baby, let me tell you something. I would not be where I am right now. Not only would I have not been where I am right now, I probably would be someplace shipwrecked for real, maybe in some mental institution, if I would have held on to it. And if I would have believed it. Some things people will say to you, and you have to say, yeah, that's how you feel about me. But baby, I feel great about me. And I'm so glad that I had a grandmother. I'm so glad that I have a grandmother who I can literally hear speaking to me, saying, baby, you know exactly who you are. You know exactly what stock and the legacy and my ancestors, what they went through, what they suffered through. So I could not give up. So many times when people, would say, wow, why are you here? You're not even such and such daughter. Baby, let me tell you something. If I would have listened, if I would have believed it, if I would have even accepted what people were saying to me that was so negative, you're going to be upset with me because I got this nice, beautiful Hershey skin? Come on. Move forward. Move forward. That's what I want to say to you. Move forward. If I would have stayed stuck, I would not be successful. I get to tell you what success is to me. So I'm successful. I don't want for anything because God did that for me. But if I would have stayed stuck, if I would have held on to the pain, if I would have just said, you know what, well, woe is me, I'm not going to be anything. If I would have just sat down and said, oh, Lord, just help me. Listen, God does tell us to pray, but he also tells us to activate. We got to do some things behind that. So I want to encourage you on today. No matter what people are saying about you, no matter what people pretend to be, and when they are with you, we know the difference between, we know who's on our side and who isn't. We don't have to perform for anybody else. We don't have to perform at all for anyone. So I want to encourage you on today. Let it go. Build up your spirit. Put on all that greatness that you have and build yourself up. Because if you continue to allow for what other folk, F-O-L-K, say or think about you, and you allow for that to stop your daily transactional love and the abundance that God has said that you already have, you will continue to do it, and you will develop what I call a cycle. Because your children are watching. Your children are paying attention. So what I had to do, and what I'm asking you to do, is free your hands. Let it go. Let it go. It's like me having this mask in my hand, right? It's hard for somebody else to give me something when I'm holding on so tight to something else. And sometimes that we are holding on to is not serving us any longer. So I had to free my hand. I had to free my hand because God Most High, my source, was trying to get something to me. But because in my head, my mind, I was still thinking about what they did, what they said, what she said, what she did, how they did it, how they did this. Listen, I had to get to a point, and I want you to get to a point in your life that you free some people. Free yourself first, right? They tell us whenever we're getting on an airplane, even when we have children, they say what? Put your own mask on first, then you help the other person. So you can't really teach a minister unless you've gone through that you are teaching and ministering. For real. For real. I'm not talking about this just quoting a scripture. I'm not talking about this just, getting somebody else's stuff and you just quoting it. I'm not talking about that. That's just that's training, right? That's like training somebody on a curriculum. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about the Most High, the Spirit of God that dwells within you. And in order for you to have empathy for someone, you have to have gone through it. You have to have gone through the situation, right? And so I'm saying this to you today. Be strong. Let it go. Let people say what they want to say. Keep on moving. That's what I'm saying to you. Keep on moving. Keep on trucking on. Because at the end of every single thing, that's your life. At the end, there's nothing that anybody else can tell you how and what you should do about your business, about your life. But I will say this, be very, very sure that you're on the side of the Most High God. Be very, very sure. There's nothing that anybody can tell you to what you know God has done for you in your life. Be very sure that you understand that you enact that. I have had so many times where people have told me for businesses that I started. I had a construction company. And people was like, oh, how you going to do that? How you going to do that? How I'm going to do it? I'm going to do it. So let the naysayers say what they want. Let the people that don't understand you say what they want. Let them do what they want. But I will leave you with this. You have to move forward. You don't have a choice. Your children are waiting. Your husband is waiting. The man or the woman that you want to marry, he or she, they're waiting. Don't have a blockage in your life. Don't have a blockage in your life. When you find yourself blocked, or my grandmother would say, stopped up, you know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. You got to get it out, right? You got to get it out. Naturally, you may have to take you some castor oil. I don't know. Some cod liver oil. I don't know. Whatever you have to do, beloved, you need to get it out. And I want to just encourage you. I want to let you know that there is nothing too hard for God to do with you and through you. He's not a fairy. There's no magic fairy dust. There's no on the wayside. There's no I'm going to sit on the bank of Jordan. I'm just going to wait to see what God's going to do. No, nope. He's giving you every single thing that you need in your life. The greater one lives within you. You have his DNA. The I am dwells within you every single day. And when you can truly, truly take hold of that and believe in that, you'll start to do things where 2 years ago, you thought it was a risk. Now you're going to be saying, this is my normal. Release them and let them go. But remember this, when you hold on to the history of your past hurt, your past negativity, whatever has happened to you, you do it at the expense of your own personal destiny. Let it go, beloved. I love you. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't tell you. But I do love you, and I care about you. And I want you to be successful. I want you to be and live a life of abundance. And can we love on one another? We love on one another because we got to first love ourselves. It's hard to love others in truth when we don't love ourselves. So let it go, and don't have your past history, right? To let you know how your future is going to go. It's not in you to do. People don't like it. It's okay. They don't have to like it. They don't have to like it. This is one of the things I have experienced, is that when people see you already prospering, when people see that you are living a life of abundance, but they've also done you wrong, they do this. Like, how did that happen? How did that happen? So I'm just speaking right now pretty much on a macro level. So if I drill this down and say this, God loves us. And that person that did something wrong to you, that organization that did something wrong to you, whoever didn't give you your unemployment, whatever the situation is, listen, first of all, it's coming. That's what I want to tell you. Secondly, I want to say to you is this. They didn't know no better. Because if they would have known who you belong to, if they would have known that the same mighty God, the same Spirit of God dwells within them, that the same Spirit of God that dwells within you, they wouldn't have done it. They would have not done it, beloved. So just remember that as you go out and you do what you have to do. Hey, Tanya, as you go out and you concentrate on letting situations go, letting people go, don't get hijacked by your emotions. Sometimes there are going to be moments in your life and you're going to just say, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. You're going to be sitting, as I'm looking out the window right now, you're going to be sitting or you're going to be standing. And I pray that God gives you that moment, that he just interjects you and you're going to just say, what no, I'm not doing this anymore. Because many times we are so upset with people, and people have gone on with their lives, baby. They have gone on with their lives. They live in Viva Loca. They live in great and prosperous lives. And we still sitting over on the bank of the road with a stick crying. Not after today. That's not the life we're living. Nope, it's not. That's not the life we're living. We're not living that life. But it's all up to you. It's all up to you to decide on the life that you want to live. It's all up to you to decide on which direction you're going to go. No more blaming. No more being mad. They didn't serve you well. It doesn't serve you any longer. Let it go. Let it go. So I wanted to let you know that. I wanted to share that with you because it touched my spirit on yesterday. It touched my heart on today. And I truly believe that when God speaks to his children, it is for them first, but it's also for the ones that we are assigned or called to. And so I want to say to you today, have an absolutely fantastic, today is Thursday. I do believe Thursday. And if you get a chance and if you get an opportunity, feel free to join me in our triad on Bridging the Nations at 6:30 Central. Today we are speaking about you being the change, not waiting for somebody else to be the change, not waiting for this election so that you can then decide you want to be the change, not waiting for our senator or congressperson, so on and so forth. You be the change. And the change that you want everybody else to be, how about you be that first? How about you be a leader and be that first? So we're going to be speaking about that on this evening, 6:30 Central Time. And you can find the link on my page. And then on Friday, tomorrow, I'm so excited. Y'all, I'm telling you, I think a lot of times it takes a lot to do shows and episodes, y'all. But I want to say this to you. Tomorrow, I will be ending my Power of the Power of Love series. So I've come to you 5 times in the month of October, every Friday at 6 p.m. And so tomorrow I am doing my finale on the Power of Love. And we have Tommy and Sarah Purnell, who have been married for 46 years. So they will be my special guests. I am so excited about I'm so excited about this couple. And I'm even more excited because they are my uncle and my aunt. Yay! So I'm very excited about that. One of the things that I have decided to do is I want my family, now don't get me to get emotional because y'all know I'll cry in a second. I want my family to be a part of Antoinette Marie Speaks and what I'm doing. And so you have seen me have my sister has come on, my uncle and aunt is going to be coming on. And so we are starting there. And I have said to my children, my kiddos, I want you guys on. They're like, no, mama, I'm good. So they're not ready yet. And I think my husband has come on. Maybe, I don't know if he has come on, but he's a real introvert, but he will. You guys are going to see some great things coming. And so I just want to invite you to that as well. This Friday at 6 p.m. Central, the Power of Love series. We are doing our finale. And I'm very, very grateful. And I might have a giveaway. I don't know. I might have a giveaway on tomorrow. So, or bless. I might bless somebody with something. And so invite your friends, your family. I called it our date night because it's on a Friday. We're only there for an hour. And I will say, if somebody can be married for almost 50 years, 46 years they've been married, listen, let me sit at that table. Let me get some nuggets from that couple, because they have been up, down, turned around, I know it's a song, but I don't know what it is. But upside down, you know, I know there has been a lot, but they have stuck in there, and I'm very appreciative that I come from a legacy and history of someone, my uncle and my aunt Tommy, and Aunt Tommy and my Aunt Sarah, that have been together for 46 years. And I actually have a lot of legacy in my family when it comes to marriage, but people didn't want to come on television or on my show because they was like, no, I don't want to do that. So y'all can understand that as well. And so I just want to say beforehand, thank you, Uncle Tommy. Thank you, Aunt Sarah, for taking out your time to do that. And hopefully maybe next time my either my parents can come on, or my Aunt Shirley and my Uncle Casey. They've been married over 50, I don't know, it's been a long time, y'all, over 50 years, I believe. So I want to say have a fantastic rest of your day. And for those that have decided that they are going to be a part of my book launch, I want to say thank you so much. I am so looking forward to this. We are doing absolutely everything to be COVID safe and social distancing, with temperature checks and sanitizing the area right after each time slot. And so I'm very excited about that. They, you know, yes, we have to wear a mask. Yes, it's just the season that we're in. But this is what I would say. We're not letting anything stop us. We're going to do exactly what we know that we should do and what we have been mandated to do by these laws of the land, and keep in compliance. But you know what? I've had so much success in 2020, more than probably what I had in 2019. So who's going to stop me, boo? Nobody. Nobody's going to stop me, because I have the Spirit of God that dwells within me every single day. And I am so looking forward to seeing you. The book launch is December the 12th. You can go on my timeline and get some information concerning that. You have to have designate your slot, your time slot. It doesn't cost you absolutely anything, but it is RSVP only. This is not a public event. And so I just want to say, everything that you are doing in your life, that it is substantial and that it has substance. So I will see you on tomorrow on Bridging the Nation, 6:30 Central and 7:30 Eastern. And as always, if you have a husband or a wife, love on them. Let them know that they are important to you. Love is an action, and love is not just something that you say. And if you have children, let your children know that they are also important to them, to you. They are important to themselves as well. And give them a really, really strong hug. Give them a really, really strong hug. And they are your future, your destiny, and your legacy. Let them know that each and every day that you love them and that you care for them. And that is important. Love, again, is an action. It's not just what you say. You have been with me today for about 30 minutes. I appreciate you. This is Antoinette Marie. Thank you so much, and I will see you on tomorrow. Stay warm. I'll talk to you later.